You've worked hard for your home, but did you know it could be at risk of fraud, especially if it's paid off? Many homeowners unknowingly expose their property to theft. The good news is, you can easily protect it by filing the right documents. Here are 5 essential steps to secure your property and keep fraudsters at bay. Number 5. Homestead Declaration. Let's kick things off with the Homestead Declaration, an often overlooked but incredibly powerful legal tool. Now, imagine you've worked your entire life to pay off your home. It's all yours. But did you know that without a homestead declaration, your home could be at risk if an unsecured creditor comes after you? Creditors, whether they are medical bill collectors or personal loan firms, could potentially lay claim to your home's equity. Here's the good news. In many states, filing a homestead declaration protects a portion of your home's equity from creditors. For instance, in Nevada, this could be as much as $65,000 in equity. This means if you fall behind on your bills or get sued for a personal judgment, that equity is off limits to those creditors. It's like putting up a legal barrier around your most valuable asset. And the best part? Filing it is easy, often free, and can be done at your county recorder's office. Now, it's important to note that this doesn't protect against everything. For example, if you fall behind on your mortgage or owe taxes to the IRS, the homestead declaration won't shield you from those. But it's still an incredibly useful tool for safeguarding your home against most personal debts. Some states, like Florida and Texas, even offer unlimited protection for your home's equity through the homestead laws, making these areas particularly attractive to homeowners. By taking just a few minutes to file this simple document, you can safeguard your home's value and sleep a little easier at night. Number 4. Property Fraud Alert. Now let's talk about property fraud. You may not think it's a real threat, but it happens more often than you'd think. Fraudsters target homeowners, especially those with paid-off properties, and it's alarmingly easy for them to take control of your property without you even realizing it. Here's how it works. Scammers search public property records for free and clear properties, usually homes owned by older people or those who are less likely to notice strange activity. They forge a deed, walk it into the county recorder's office, and submit it, no questions asked. The county records the fraudulent deed, and now they have ownership of your property. It's that simple. But here's where you can fight back. Many counties offer property fraud alert programs which notify you within 24 hours if anyone records anything against your property, such as a deed transfer or lien. The best part? Signing up is free and takes just a few minutes. You'll get an email alert whenever anything is recorded against your property, allowing you to take action before it's too late. It's baffling, though, that so many homeowners don't know about this service. Most counties don't actively inform property owners, leaving many people unprotected. If you haven't signed up for your local property fraud alert program, I strongly recommend doing so. It's a simple step that could save you from a major headache and potentially thousands of dollars in legal fees if fraud ever targets your home. Number 3. Enhanced title insurance. When you buy a home, one of the first things you're usually offered is title insurance. This type of insurance protects you from issues that might have existed before you purchased the home. Things like hidden liens, unpaid debts from previous owners, or mistakes made during the property transfer process. It's a safety net that can save you from significant financial headaches. However, standard title insurance is only a rearview mirror policy. It looks backward, covering problems that were present before you closed on the property. But what happens if fraud occurs after you've already bought your home? What if someone forges a deed, transferring ownership of your house without your knowledge? Or, what if a fraudster uses your identity to illegally sell your property years down the line? Standard title insurance doesn't cover these future fraud scenarios. This is where enhanced title insurance comes in. Enhanced policies provide much broader coverage. They protect you not only from issues that existed before you purchased the home, but also from problems that arise after the closing. This includes scenarios like fraud, forged deeds, and identity theft. Enhanced title insurance also typically covers the legal costs of fighting fraud, which can run into the tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the case. Most homeowners don't realize they can upgrade to an enhanced title insurance policy until it's too late. Typically, when you close on a home, you're given a standard title insurance policy, which most people accept without thinking twice. However, for a relatively small additional fee, you can opt for enhanced coverage, which provides greater protection and peace of mind. Will enhanced title insurance protect you from every potential fraudster? Unfortunately, no. It's not a 100% guarantee that fraud won't happen, but it does add an extra layer of protection that could save you a massive headache and a significant financial burden if something were to go wrong in the future. If you haven't already, it's worth checking with your title company to find out if you're covered by an enhanced policy or if you need to upgrade your existing one. Number 2. Use unlimited liability company for investment properties. If you own rental properties or investment homes, you're already familiar with how much work it takes to protect your investments. But what if I told you there's a way to protect your personal assets from those investment properties? That's where a limited liability company comes in. By placing your investment properties into a limited liability company, you essentially create a separate legal entity that owns the property. This means that if someone sues you personally, they can't touch your investment properties. Those assets are protected within the limited liability company. The limited liability company acts as a buffer, preventing your personal assets from being put at risk. For example, if you get into a car accident and someone sues you, your personal assets, such as your home or savings, are not at risk. Only the assets in the limited liability company would be on the line. This is a major advantage for anyone with rental properties or other real estate investments. Now, some people also use trusts for their personal properties, which can protect your identity and make it more difficult for creditors to track down your assets. But LLCs work particularly well for investment properties because they provide a legal wall between your personal and investment assets. Number 1. Know your right of redemption. This is a tricky one, and it's something that many homeowners don't know about until it's too late. Imagine you fall behind on your property taxes, and the county seizes your property to cover the outstanding debt. What if I told you that the county could sell your property, keep the taxes you owe, and pocket any remaining equity from the sale? That's what used to happen in many states, until the U.S. Supreme Court stepped in. In the case of Tyler v. Hennepin County, 2023, the court ruled that it was unconstitutional for counties to seize more than what was owed in back taxes. This ruling means that states are now required to return any excess equity to the homeowner after a tax forfeiture sale. However, not every state has implemented this law yet, and many homeowners don't realize they have a right to reclaim their surplus equity after a tax sale. States have varying timelines for when you can pay back the back taxes and reclaim your property, so it's important to know your right of redemption. This is especially relevant if you're behind on property taxes, as many people don't find out about their redemption rights until the window to reclaim the property has closed. Stay on top of your tax delinquency notices, and make sure you know the deadlines for redeeming your property if it's ever at risk of being seized. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more tips on protecting your home. Stay smart and secure your property today. Thanks for watching.